the attack on the Imo Correctional Center, that of Benin and Ikoyi in Lagos, they are still fresh in our memories. Why is the attack on correctional centers becoming a trend in recent times?
Yeah, it's always been one way of getting the message across that we can bring anarchy to the door of the people in government. Remember, Boko Haram too started by releasing prisoners in Bauchi, in Maiduguri, and those places at that time in 2009. So this is not entirely new. Criminals do this as a way of sending that clear message that, look, you've lost control. We can do whatever we want. We've seen jailbreaks precipitated by criminals in Port Harcourt, in Kogi State, and the rest of them. So don't also forget that some of their people are usually held in this correctional center. So if, for example, this was carried out by IPOB, across the East, many IPOB members had been locked up in prisons across the East. So you would want them to find a way to free their members. Don't also forget that when Boko Haram attacked the SARS office in Abuja some years back, overwhelmed the police and released their men who were being held there. So sometimes they have this desire to release some of their men being held by law enforcement agencies in prisons. So, but the painful thing is, in all of these attacks, it is the ordinary man that suffers. When you release hardened criminals, some of them already condemned to die, you release them into the society, they go on to commit all kinds of crimes. One of the people who were released at the Imo Correctional Center went to his village and he was lynched because they knew that if they left him alone, he would eventually kill some of them. Some of the prisoners who were released during the NSAS, in fact, one of them went on to kill the man who testified against him in court before he was jailed. So it's a very dangerous trend, and we find ourselves in a very, very dangerous situation. We must stop these jailbreaks from happening because our jails harbor some of the most hardened criminals that you can think of. Now, government has offered a chance for them to return and not face any trial for jailbreak. But how many of them have taken the opportunity? Just a few. Just 80-something of them have gone back.
87 or 85.
Out of almost 2,000. So we can't keep allowing this to happen. And what we had was that the DSS actually issued a kind of warning that this was likely to happen. Neither the governor of the state nor the police authorities did anything about that warning. So if we say we suffer from lack of intelligence, and intelligence gets provided and nothing is done, then it is bad for everyone. If you look, they had been attacking police stations. Then suddenly they decided to go to a correctional. Yes, they are. So there's a trend. In those police stations, you could bet that some of their men were being detained there. And then at the correctional facility too, some of their men will have been detained there. So we are grappling with anarchy. And the security situation of our country must improve. Those in charge of securing you and I must do a better job than they are doing now. Otherwise, anybody could be a victim. And to those who are praising those who are freeing prisoners in this manner, imagine them to be freedom fighters. I can only pity them. Boko Haram began in this way.
And we sincerely hope not. We hope that Southeast leaders will put political concerns behind and act decisively to nip this ugly and emerging insecurity in the bud. That's it on this edition, the maiden edition of Issues with Jide. Thank you for being there. And as we wrap up, let's quickly remind you that you can subscribe to this program by following us on all our social media platforms. We're on YouTube at TVC News. Yes, at TVC News. We're on Instagram at TVC News NG, and we're on Twitter at TVC News and NG. Thank you very much, BKO, for being there.
Thank you for the opportunity.
It was nice to do this with you.
Yes, same
And
here.
join us again same time next week. I am Bukola Samuel Wemimo. Bye for now.